There is a mod pack with over 4 million downloads, but only a few players who have ever taken it on properly. It adds gigantic spiders, a new dimension full of completely overpowered bosses, and dozens of new weapons and armor sets. But most importantly, a boss called the Tormentor that is over 800 blocks in length and can easily one-shot the strongest armor sets. So after seeing the rising popularity of this mod, I thought I'd try to survive 100 days here and attempt to defeat the Tormentor. And without any further delay, sit back and enjoy as I try to survive 100 days of the Arachnophobia mod. So after spawning in, I started by collecting some wood and crafting some basic wooden and stone tools. My goal for the first few days was to try and locate a village, and on the way I found a few structures like a small house and ruined portal. So right up ahead we have a village, and before going there I can quickly loot this ruined portal. This is already the third one, and okay, a bunch of nuggets, gold, golden carrots, and I don't think I need the rest. Now that I have the village, I can take all the hay bales I can find, and then I can use those as a better food source in all of this raw food. And my main goal at the moment is just to get to the end as soon as I can, because then I'll be able to go to the end cities and just get some really OP gear very early on. And I'm really gonna need it since this mod pack is definitely gonna get crazy. So I'm just gonna quickly finish looting the entire village, which with this house I think I've done, and then I can try and find a lava pool. I'm also gonna quickly use the 3 iron I got from the ruined portals to make a bucket, which I'm then gonna use to make a portal in a second. It looks like we have a second village right over there, so I guess I can loot that as well. That just means more free food, and maybe it also has a blacksmith. But by the looks of things, I don't think there is one, which isn't that bad. Once I finish mining this up, I'm just going to carry on searching for a lava pool. And I can see some fire over there, so I'm assuming there's one over here. Yep, okay, that's good. That means I'm going to be able to go to the Nether straight away. So I'll quickly make the portal. Before I enter the Nether, I'll quickly make some bread. But with that, I think I'm ready to go through. Second thought, I should probably make a golden helmet just so I don't get echoed by piglins. But now I can light the portal and go through. Okay, and we spawn in a soul sand valley. We've already got some weird thing on us, and hopefully I'll be able to take it out. Okay, there we go, nice. Oh, and we've also got some... is that a mosquito? Oh my goodness. Okay, I can barely see it though, that's the main problem. I'm definitely gonna have to watch out a bit more than I thought. But at the moment, my goal is just to try and find another fortress, get all the blaze rods, and obviously the ender pearls. And doing that, ooh, while trying to avoid these guys, oh my. Okay, we have another fortress right here, and what on earth is that? It looks like a scorpion, but not like the ones I've already seen, and I do not really want to find out what it's doing, so I'll just try and get to the blaze spawner and then get all of the blaze rods I need. Oh my goodness, not another one of these guys. They aren't that strong, but they're definitely annoying. Okay, we already have a blaze over there. I do not want to get lit on fire. Okay, that is not ideal. Let me block this off real quick. I probably will have to take that guy out, but I just want to make sure that wither skeleton does not see me. Otherwise, that would be bad. And now I just have to find a spawner. Oh, okay, we got one right here. That's perfect. But there's a wither skeleton, which I should probably take down. There's another one. Okay. I know I have no chance against these guys, so I'm going to quickly take them out from here. And then that should be fine. Getting that piece of coal would actually be kind of useful since I can make a torch and actually see something. Okay, there we go. And now I just have to make my way over to the spawner. I'll finish blocking this off, and I guess just all of these entrances. That way I won't be ambushed by some random mob. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna make myself another stone axe since my one's about to break. And then I guess I'll just start trying to take out all of the blazes. Okay, they're gonna fall down here, and then I can just take them out. And I forgot to mention this, but there's also a skill tree, and I can use my XP points to buy skill points. I should already be able to buy a few. Okay, that's already 8. And I can choose one of these 6 paths to start at. And I think I'm going to go with the blacksmith one. It gives all crafted equipment plus 25% durability, which is going to be kind of useful. So I'm going to buy that, and from there I can choose one of these directions. And to be honest, I think armor and crafted melee weapons damage are the best way to go. So I'm going to put an equal amount of points in those paths. And then if I confirm that, it should show in my stats. Yep, there we go. And yeah, with that, I'll just carry on farming these blazes. Okay, that should be the last blaze rod I need. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that was close. Now I just have to figure out a way to get out of here. But where did those guys come from? I'm just gonna try and find a safe way out of this fortress, and then I can start trying to get all the ender pearls. But that could have definitely ended badly. Well, I found a warped forest right here, so I should be able to start farming some ender pearls. And I don't have a bow to trap them in since I have no wood left, which means I'm just gonna have to build up 3 blocks and then hope I can kill them like that. And yeah, sadly you can't make a bow out of warped wood. And that's going to be the last ender pearl I need, so I can start heading back to the nether portal. The portal is right over there, so once I go through here, I'm finally going to be done with the nether for quite a while. Now, before I actually start making my way over to the stronghold, I want to restock on things like stone and wood, just so I'm a little bit more prepared. I can also check out this house right here. It has 2 villagers, I think, but it isn't a proper village. I can check these chests. Okay, a bit more food. Take the apples as well. And I might as well just set my spawn here so that when I come back from the end, I'll spawn here. And now with all of this, I think I'm going to start heading in the direction of the stronghold. So I'll make myself my first 2 eyes of ender. And I'm going to have to head in this direction. Okay, I just found this chest. But what is that thing right there? Oh my goodness, that spider does not look friendly at all. Okay, I wonder if I can just get this chest and leave. We got some bread and iron, which is going to be useful. Okay, yeah, I gotta leave. Oh my goodness, yeah, it can see me. I am not risking dying to that thing, but at least we got a bit more iron, and I'm probably going to use that for a pickaxe or an axe, but I'll see which one of those I'll make later. We also have another village here with a blacksmith, so that's going to be very good. And let's see, what do we have here? Okay, some iron leggings, I'll take those. Then a sword, more bread, apple, and I don't really need the obsidian. Now I'm gonna have to carry on moving in this direction. Oh my goodness, what is that? Is that a black widow or something? And why the heck was that so fast? What is that thing? Why does it keep doing those weird movements? And I think I saw some other thing there as well. Yeah, that one. Okay, oh wait, are those hornets? Ain't no way. Okay, I'm gonna leave those things alone. There's a ton of spiders over there. Oh my goodness, I have never seen this many. I'm very lucky I slept every night, because otherwise I would be dead. I'll quickly try throwing the eye again. Oh, okay. Please don't say the stronghold is underneath this weird island. And we still have those hornets following us. Let me throw this again. And yep, it's right on the island. Okay, well that means I'm just gonna try and get on the island safely. Make sure those hornets don't see me. And then just dig down as fast as I can. And now I just hope this is close enough to the stronghold. Oh, okay, there are the first stone bricks, which means we're right above the stronghold now. And there we go, we got the achievement as well. So now my goal is gonna be just to try and find the library first, because then I can get myself some bookshelves which I can use to enchant later, and maybe I'll also find something good in these chests here. What is that? Okay, we got an iron helmet. That's definitely better than the gold one I had. Oh, and that's the portal room already, but as I said, I'm not going to enter the end just yet. And we've got the library right here, so I'm going to quickly check out all these chests first. There's a power 3 book, which I guess I can take. Then there's also a ladder up here which should lead to another chest, and here we just got another eye armor trim. The rest isn't that good. Now I'm just going to get 1 stack of bookshelves, and that should be everything I need from the stronghold. But as you may have seen, there's this huge spider right here which I barely dodged before, and I wonder if I should break this 1 block. If it can get through there, I'm kind of cooked, but I think I should be able to take it out like this. I have no idea what that is. It looks like a massive tarantula. Okay, there we go. And what did it drop? Mangled spider flesh. Okay, and I can use that to summon the spider moth, which I know is one of the bosses, so I guess I can keep that for now. Should be able to buy another skill point. Yeah, I can get 2 more, and I'll use that to get the counterweight and iron show perk. So that should be everything I need. I'll just quickly get back to the portal room and start filling in all of the eyes. And there we go. And now once I've made myself an iron axe, I'm gonna enter the portal. Okay, and we're in. So as always, I'm gonna start by trying to take down all of the crystals. This right here is the last crystal, so once I destroy it, I can go down to get some melee hits. And it looks like the dragon's perching, so I could just pull down and try and get to the center. Okay, now I can just try and kill it. Okay, that's already some decent damage. Okay, there we go. That was the last hit. So the dragon's dead now, and I'm gonna try and pick up all the XP I can, because that's going to allow me to get a lot of skill points. And I have 68 levels now, which I can use to buy a ton of skill points. I think I'm just going to use all the XP I have on this. And that is 28 points. Oh my goodness. I can use that to buy so many things. And I think I'm going to try and get the light alloy and living fortress buff, So I'll put some points into there. I'll quickly confirm that. And then I'm going to use the rest of my points to go in this direction right here. This path is going to give me a bunch more armor protection and some more melee damage alongside a higher crit chance. And I'll use my last point on the spiritual gateway, which will make a connection in my path over here. And I feel like this area also has some good perks, so I'll quickly confirm that. And now when I look at my stats, I have a ton of different buffs. So yeah, I'm definitely a lot more powerful now. And before I head over through the end gateway, I'll quickly collect this dragon egg. There we go. But with that out of the way, I think I'm ready to go through the end gateway. So I'll start building a staircase over there, and then I can enter. Now my goal here is just going to be to try and get an elytra and maybe some good tools and armor. So with that, I'm just going to start searching for some random structures. We already have some sort of small rune here. And does it have a chest? No, it doesn't. But we have our first end city right over there with a ship. That means I will be able to get an elytra. And the end city itself actually looks pretty good as well. I'm going to start by trying to loot the other parts of the city. Oh my goodness, I just one-shot that shulker. All of those perks from the tree are definitely helping now. But yeah, as I said, I'm first gonna loot the rest of the end city before getting the elytra. And now in this room I should probably be a bit careful, but I don't think they're gonna do that much damage, so I should be able to just float my way up here. Okay, and here we have the chests, so I can quickly loot these. And okay, just some iron armor. Okay, but here we do have some diamonds and a pretty good sword, which I can take for now. Over here we have another chest. Okay, those leggings are actually really good. I'll definitely be taking that. And the sword is also good. I have also already got enough shulker shells to make 5 shulker boxes. But before I do that, I'm going to quickly loot that house right over there. I don't even know if you call it a house or what that is. But yeah, we do have another chest in there. And what do we have? Some good boots. Okay, that's really good. Also some more iron and gold, which I'll take. And with that, I think I've gotten all the compartments with chests apart from the ship. So I'll start trying to head over there. And for that, I'm just going to use some of these planks I have. If that shell hits me, I should be able to just glide over here and then drop down inside the main room. I'll take the brewing stand. And once I've taken this guy out, I can collect the elytra. Okay, what do we have here? Some golden diamonds and just some more armor. But the leggings there aren't the greatest. But if I have shulker boxes, I might as well just take them anyways. So I could put all of the things I don't really need at the moment in here. And then I can collect the elytra, which means I'm finally going to be able to fly around. And with that, I'll pick the shulker box back up and carry on searching for more structures. Yeah, it looks like we have another end city right here with some other structure. But I'm pretty sure that's one of the structures from the Arachnophobia mod thing. And I thought there was a boss in there, so maybe I shouldn't go there just yet. And instead, I'll just focus on looting this end city as well. We have another custom structure right over here. And it's definitely way bigger than a normal end city. I think it's part of the Phillips Runes mod, which I've seen before. And most of the loot should be inside of these weird big obsidian boxes, but somehow it doesn't look like we have any of those here. But I'm gonna go to the top anyways just to double check everything. And right over there looks like we have another one with the exact box I meant. So once I've checked this, I'll just go over there, and it really does just kind of look like a ton of bridges. So I'll start trying to fly over there. From up here I should be able to reach it, and it looks like we have roughly 3 of those boxes, and I'll start by looting them from up here. We already have 2 chests, and okay, that's a pretty good pickaxe. Also some gunpowder, which I can use to make rockets later, and some blocks. Okay, over here we also got some things, not that great though. And then I can head down into the lower floors. And again, we have a bunch of shulkers like in the end city. So I'm just going to take these guys out one by one. I spent the next day looting all the chests inside the structure and was able to find some pretty good loot. I just finished looting the entire structure, and I have a full set of diamond armor and a bunch of other stuff, so I think it's time to try and find a new end gateway and head back to the overworld. We've got an end gateway right here next to this end city, which I could loot, but I don't think I need to. So I'm just gonna quickly go through here using a trapdoor, but now I should be able to just crawl through here and then head back to the overworld through the main portal. Okay, and we're back at the little house I said I would spawn at earlier, and now I'm gonna set up a small camp at the village right over there, and I'm also just going to turn it into my main base. So I'll just start by laying out all of my shulker boxes here and maybe making a few chests. And I think I'm going to start by putting all of this random armor inside of the chest, and there we go. I think this is everything I'm going to need. The rest can just go on an armor stand or something like that later. And I'm going to start trying to combine all of that with these anvils I picked up. I highly doubt I'm going to have enough XP, but I guess I can just start with this. Okay, that's already a max chest plate. And there we go, already don't have enough XP. But to be honest, that isn't really that bad. I'll just quickly carry on sorting through all of these items. And I think with that, I have everything sorted out. Now I'm just going to quickly cook all of the meat I have. And once it turns nighttime, I think I'm just going to try and stay up, so not sleep. And then I can maybe see which mobs are too powerful and which ones I can actually take on. Since up until now, I've just mainly been avoiding them. And I think with all of this stuff, and especially the perks from this skill tree, I should have a decent chance. It's starting to turn dark now, so I'll go wandering around a bit. And what are these things? Are these some weird flies? They do poison me if they get too close, so maybe I should avoid them. Okay, we've got one of those spiders. They're actually smart. They just dodge you the whole time. Oh my goodness, and they shoot cobwebs. But should be able to get him. Kind of feel like the spiders are just going to end up killing the villagers, which would not be good at all. But hopefully those golems there will protect them. Oh, okay. I remember one of those guys from before. I wonder if I could take them out now. So I guess I can give it a shot. Oh my goodness, those things are so creepy. Okay, he was kind of stuck. That was easy. And what is this? Is this a... Oh my goodness, oh hell no, that jumped... I can't even speak. That jump scared me so freaking bad. And this thing actually deals knockback. Oh my freaking goodness. I literally shook so bad. Okay, that was a spider nest. Bro, that thing just came out of nowhere. Oh my goodness, what did it drop? A necrotic fang. Used for crafting deadly weapons and grappling hooks. I'm guessing that was a spider funnel. And what can I use it for? I could craft this black widow bow, dagger of dissolution, mantle of vitality, and tarantula tether. Okay, I'll look into that later, because at the moment I just want to carry on checking this out. And in case you haven't noticed already, the vanilla spiders also have some very interesting movement patterns. So if this guy walks up here, he kind of walks realistically, and that just makes things even worse. Oh my goodness, that was that weird thing I saw before. I kind of want to see how well my armor puts up against this, and I'm not really taking any damage. That is actually good. Oh my goodness, and it dropped a crawling compost chunk. Okay, I'm getting a bunch of new items at the moment, and I feel like going into the forest will give me more spiders, so I guess I'll just head into here. Okay, we got another nest. It's the same mob from before, and yeah, it's not really doing that much damage. It's just really fast. And is the nest empty? Nope. Okay, we got another thing. That's definitely new. What is that? Oh, okay. Well, okay. Creeper kind of carried there. And what is this? Can I break it? No, I can't. What is that? I guess I can't do anything with that. And I have the necrosis effect. What does that do? I didn't really notice anything, so I probably don't have to worry. But as you can see, it's starting to turn daytime again. And I wasn't able to find that many spiders, but at least a few interesting ones. And also, since I did get a bit more XP from that, I should be able to do a bit more enchanting and combining. So I actually think I'm going to start doing the pickaxe first. And that is going to be 7 levels. I doubt I'm going to have enough to combine anything else really. The helmet might go... Okay, yep, there we go. But 2 levels is not going to be enough for anything else. So now, even though I know I am powerful enough to take on some of the spiders, I'm still going to head over to the Nether and try and loot some bastions so that I can get gold and netherite, because I still feel like I need some more stuff. And to start, I'll quickly make myself a few more golden apples. There we go, that's already 8 more. And then if I find some sugarcane, I can also make a few firework rockets, which would make finding structures in general a lot easier. Okay, we've got another one of these dudes. They shouldn't be too hard to take out now. And we also have some sugarcane right here. To be honest, I think this should be enough sugarcane for the moment. And I'm just going to try and locate my other nether portal from before. Okay, it's right over here. So I'm just going to enter through here and start searching for some bastions. I'm also going to take a bit of soul sand with me, and you'll see why later. And we already have our first bastion right here. So I'll just try and head to the center, and then I should be able to just get all of the valuables. Okay, a bunch of good things here. And even some netherite scraps. After that, I decided that one bastion wasn't enough, so I went and found a couple more. I finished the trip to the Nether, and I was able to get a ton of gold blocks and a bit of netherite as well. So for now, I'll just store all of this into the chests, and I'm going to get the ancient debris smelting in a furnace. Now I should be able to combine the last boots as well. There we go. And with that, all of my armor already has mending. I thought I would really have to do some trading with villagers, but I guess not. I'll probably do that later for the elytra, but at least I've already got it for my armor. And this is done smelting now as well. So I can use this to make a second netherite ingot. And then I'm also going to make the smithing table, which I can use to make my first pieces of netherite armor. And I think at the moment I'm only going to go with the chestplate though, since that's the only thing that's really fully maxed. And since I have a few armor trims, I guess I can put one of those on it as well. I'm guessing the eye armor trim is going to look the best, but I might as well double check anyways. But yeah, I think the eye armor trim definitely looks the best. But for now, I'm still going to leave the other netherite ingot in here. I'm also going to finish using all of this gold to make some more golden apples. That's going to be another 10. And my gear is definitely looking pretty good at the moment. Now, the reason I got the soul sand before is because I want to use it to spawn my first boss. It's called the spider moth, and it's kind of OP. So I'm going to quickly make myself a shield and then fly out a bit further from here, because I don't really want it messing with my villagers. I think here should be fine. And to be honest, I don't think I should wait much longer and just try and spawn this guy in. I'll make sure to have my elytra and firework rockets at the ready. And once I light this, he should spawn. Apparently, I need a Bane of Darkness in my inventory for it to work. So I guess I have to get that quickly. And let's see, what does that look like? Okay, this is the Bane of Darkness, and it looks like it's just going to weaken the spider moth a bit and remove the darkness effect it gives. So now for the interesting thing, what does the rest be like? Okay, I'm going to need these things right here. A diamond, emerald, amethyst shard, end crystal, and a block of mangled spider flesh. Most of those things shouldn't be too difficult to get. For the block of mangled spider flesh, I'll just need 9 fermented spider eyes. And for the amethyst, I'm just going to have to find a geode. I accidentally forgot to record this section, but I just got myself a bunch of fermented spider eyes, so I can use those to make the block of spider flesh, but I'm still going to need to turn these 4 normal spider eyes into fermented ones, which means I'm going to need 4 brown mushrooms and 4 sugar. I can easily make the sugar with the sugar cane I have, but I am still going to have to get the brown mushrooms, and for that I'm going to head over to the Nether, since I'm pretty sure you can find those there. And then while I'm there, I can also try and get the ghast tier I need for the end crystal. Okay, here we've got a ghast. He might drop, to be honest. Okay, if I could actually aim. Okay, there we go. That's 1 down. Did he drop anything? Kind of feel like it went in the lava, but we've still got this one. Okay, and it dropped something. Yes, it did. There we go. Nice. So now I just need to try and get those mushrooms and maybe an ender pearl as well, since I also need that for the crystal. I feel like there might be some in this forest here, but at the moment I've only found crimson fungi. Ooh, okay, we do have some right here though. That's perfect. I'll just collect a few of these. And now I just need 1 ender pearl. This warped forest should be the place to get it. Okay, that's all I'm gonna need. So I'll head back to the nether portal. Here's the portal, so I can go through, and I should be able to make the last fermented spider eyes I need. Then I can turn those into a block of mangled spider flesh. And now I just need the crystal and amethyst shard. For the crystal, I'll need an eye of ender and also 7 pieces of glass that can start to smelt in here. So combining all of this, I can make the end crystal. And now the only thing left to get is the amethyst shard. And to try and get that, I think it would be best to find an ocean, since they're quite easy to find if you just swim above there for a while. So here should be a good place to start looking. Oh my goodness, what is that? That is a weird spider. I was kind of confused what I was being attacked by, but okay. But anyways, there should be a geode right around here. Okay, there we go. So now I just have to mine up a few of these, and this should be enough. So now with this, I have everything I need to summon the spider moth. Both of my elytras are kind of low on durability now though, but I don't think I'll need them at the moment. I'll just quickly craft myself the Bane of Darkness, and I got the achievement Darkness Begone, and I now have immunity to the darkness effect. Now I'm just gonna head over to the small summoning structure I built before, but now I think I can just spawn in the boss. Already pre-gapped, and let's see how this goes. Oh my goodness, the lag is crazy. Okay, it is being summoned, and there we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, that thing is so ugly. Okay, let me get rid of that as quick as I can. Okay, it's like latched onto me. What is it doing? Okay, that is a very interesting attack pattern. Oh, and I can barely hit it. Oh my. It's like those little spires just latches onto me somehow, and then I can not hit it somehow. Okay, and it's actually starting to do damage. Come on, let me just get some hits in. Okay, I'm gonna have to gap again. Oh my goodness, I can barely see anything. Wait. At least we got it though. And what did it drop? An abyssal crystal. I can still hear some sort of weird noise in the background. I have no idea where that's coming from. I also got the achievement Destroyer of Darkness. But yeah, I have this abyssal crystal now, which I can use to craft powerful items. So I'm gonna take this back to the base, and then I'll check out what I can actually use this for. Okay, it looks like there's a bunch of weapons I can make. A pickaxe, some sort of gun it looks like, axe, and a sword. To be honest, I think making a sword would be a really good idea, and the recipe is also gonna need a Bane of Darkness, Netherite sword, and Mantle of Vitality. I already have the Bane of Darkness and Abyssal Crystal, so I just need the Netherite sword and Mantle of Vitality. For that, I'm gonna need another block of mangled spider flesh, 4 necrotic fangs, and 4 golden apples. So yeah, I think that should be very doable. I'm gonna try and get that, to be honest. I already have the necrotic fangs I need, the golden apples as well, so I just need the eyes. I just finished waiting for it to turn nighttime so I can get those last spider eyes and fermented spider eyes. Now that I have all these eyes, I just need to turn them into fermented ones. So I'm gonna have to get a few more brown mushrooms and some sugarcane. But before I do that, I think I should try and repair one of my elytras first, because that'll make it a little bit easier to find the sugarcane and mushrooms. So I'm gonna try and get one of the villagers to trade me a mending book, and for that I'm gonna need a lectern, and this guy right here should be good, but it kind of looks like he wants one of the other workbenches. Okay, yeah, he wants to become, I don't even know what kind of profession that is, but if I break this, he should become a librarian. There we go. And using one of the mods I have installed, I can just cycle through his trades until I find the one I want. And there we have a mending trade for 24 emeralds. That isn't that bad, to be honest. So I'm just gonna make a few fletching tables and then start getting the emeralds I need. 2 of them should be enough for the moment, and now I just have to get 2 villagers to become fletchers. Hopefully this guy should work. There we go. And then also this stone cutter can turn into a fletcher. Now I just need to get a bunch of wood and start trading with them. I'm hoping these 1.5 stacks of logs will be enough, so I'm going to start turning the planks into sticks and do a bit of trading. I'm just going to need 24 emeralds in total. Okay, that guy's ran out, so I can do a bit more with this guy. And with that, I have all the emeralds I need. So I can just grab 1 book from this chest and use it to trade for 1 mending book with the librarian. Then I can put that on the elytra. And now when I get some XP, I'll be able to repair this slowly. So I'm going to wait for it to turn nighttime and farm some mobs to do that. I've got the elytra back to nearly half durability. And oh my goodness, that guy came out of nowhere. But now I'm going to start searching for the sugarcane and mushrooms. I also just realized I didn't have my shaders on, so I should probably put those back on. Now these 6 pieces of sugarcane should be enough. We actually do have some more right here which I can take. I guess I can plant this near the base or something, and then I'll go and get the brown mushrooms. I can already see some right over here, and I just need 6, so that's gonna be enough. I can just go back through here and make the last fermented spider eyes. Those can then be turned into a block of mangled spider flesh, and using all of this I can make the Mantle of Vitality. Now the last item I need to make the abyssal blade is a netherite sword, and that's gonna be fairly easy to make. I already have a diamond sword here. Then I need 1 netherite smithing template and the ingot I saved up until now. All that can go in the smithing table, and there we go. I can combine all of these items together, and that's going to give me the abyssal blade. As you can see on the bottom, it comes with 3 enchantments: Demon Aspect, Bane of Arthropods, and Looting 3. So this weapon is already very good on its own, and oh my goodness, what was that? If I right click it, it sort of like boosts me back and shoots this fermented spider out. And I'm going to quickly check all of these perks. My attacks weaken and wither the enemies, and by right clicking I can fire a lifesteal projectile, so I guess that's what I just did. It also makes me glow when I'm targeted, and I can combine it with other powerful items in my offhand for additional powers. Okay. And this thing has 15 attack damage by default, which is insane. So I'm guessing I should be able to one-shot most of the normal vanilla mobs. Okay, I guess a horse not, but it is withered. Maybe the cow. Okay, yeah, that's one shot. And by critting, this guy should also be a one shot. Okay, this thing is insane. Now at this point, I think I'm ready to start searching for a crawling dungeon. And basically it's a structure with different floors that each have really powerful monsters. And I could try and locate one manually, but crafting this crawling compass would be a lot quicker. To make it, I'll need 1 normal compass, a netherite ingot, and an antenna. To get the antenna, I need to kill a moth moon tracker. They spawn in biomes like mangrove swamps and jungles. And we have a mangrove swamp right over there, so I'll spend a bit of time there waiting for one. And then after that, I'll try and get the netherite ingot. We've got some sort of pretty big spider right here. That was not ideal that I missed that. Is that, I think I think this could be a mini boss. I guess I can try and take it on. It kind of looks like the thing that I met in the stronghold. And yeah, this is pretty tanky, but I was able to take it out of there. And what did it drop? A fire opal shard, okay. Using 4 of those, I can make 1 fire opal, which is very useful. But yeah, I still have not found one of those moonlight moths. I can also check over here in this bamboo jungle since they also spawn there. But it's probably going to start turning daytime again soon. I think we've got another spider here. What is that? Oh, okay, it's one of those. They're not that bad. And what the heck is that? Okay, it also dropped something. Chitin. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can use that to make some sort of armor. So I might hold on to that for now. And then I'm just going to wait for it to turn item again. That took a bit longer than I expected, but I think this right here is the Moonlight Moth tracker. And yep, it dropped an antenna, but what is that? Looks like a centipede or something. And it also dropped a necrotic fang. Now that I also have the antenna, I just need to make a compass and a nether ingot. For the compass, I'll just need 4 pieces of iron and 1 redstone. So for that, I'll just quickly go mining. And since we're right here on this small drop, I wanted to test something out. Because I have the feeling with the ability of this sword, I might be able to negate full damage. Okay, yeah, that works. That's actually a pretty cool thing to know. And that means I won't have to use the water bucket to do clutches anymore. And I think I just saw some diamonds. Okay, there we go. I guess I could take those. And right down there, we have the redstone. So I'll take all of that back to the base. Now I can use all the items I got to make the normal compass. And with that, the only thing I'm missing now is the netherite ingot. So I'm going to mine down to Y level 15. And okay, we already have a piece of ancient debris here. But anyways, I'm going to start strip mining here. And hopefully I'll find even more ancient debris. And with that, I already have all the ancient debris I'm going to need. So I'll let that smelt in the furnace. And then I can make the netherite ingot and craft the crawling compass. So using this, I can now technically locate the crawling castle. And yep, I right-clicked it and it did find one. Now, before I go there, I think I'm going to quickly make a few more golden apples. And for that, I'm going to have to trade with a farmer. So I'll quickly try and get this guy to change his profession. There we go. Then I'll reset his trades a bit. And now for him to actually offer the apples, I have to do a bit of other trading. And then for that, I'm going to need more emeralds. So I'm going to get more wood to trade with the Fletchers. Then I can use these sticks to get more emeralds. And 19 should be more than enough. And there we go, this guy's now got the apple trade, and I now have 13 more apples. I should be able to turn all of those into golden apples. There we go. And with all of that, I think I'm ready to start heading in the direction of the crawling castle. I'll take a few of these instant health potions with me, and also make 2 spare shields. I shouldn't really need anything else, I think. So I'm gonna start heading in this direction. Okay, and I think it's this right here. Now I think I have to try and locate the center. I kind of think it's this thing right here, but I'm not 100% sure. So as you can probably see right here, there's some sort of fire down there. And underneath the crying obsidian, there's a layer of crawling barriers. And basically if I stand on top of those, my player is going to take a lot of damage. And yep, it looks exactly like that right there. So to enter, I'm going to have to find an entrance through the side. And then there's like a sort of portal there, which I have to activate. But I don't really have the items needed for that at the moment. But at least now I know where one of these are. And the item to activate it is this scorch charge. The recipe is not that expensive. I just need 1 magma cream and 8 burning glands. But I think I'm going to leave that for now. And instead I'm going to carry on focusing on getting better gear. And then later I'll get back to that. I also forgot to mention that the portal leads you to the crawling dimension. And that's just a place where a ton of deadly spiders and other bosses spawn. But for the moment I want to start working on fighting my next boss. And that would be the scorpoid bloodluster. I think it's another themed boss, and summoning it is quite similar to the spider moth. I just need to use a block of mangled scorpion flesh instead of spider flesh, and the recipe for that is going to be 4 venomous appendages. To get those, I need to kill a bunch of those scorpions from the nether, and I think I'm going to try and do that right away. So I'll enter back to the nether and then try and find a few scorpion strikers. That's what the mob is called. I think we already have one right down there. Just kind of want to take care of this mosquito again. I don't even know if it's a mosquito. Kind of it just is to me. But we have a scorpion striker right here, and there we go. That's our first venomous appendage. So I just need 3 more of those. We've got another one right here. Oh, okay, there's a second one as well. Nice. That's already 3. Okay, we've got another 3 scorpions here, so that's going to be more than enough. I think these beige variants will also drop the appendages. Yeah, I can see them dropping. So with all of that, I can head back and then craft myself a block of mangled scorpion flesh. So all I need now is 1 piece of soul sand and the flint and steel. So technically now I could just spawn in the boss. And to be honest, I think I'll just try. I'll go back to the same place I spawned the spider moth at. And actually, before I do this, I just realized I'll probably need another Bane of Darkness. Because last time I also couldn't spawn the other guy because I didn't have one. So let's quickly check the recipe again. I need another block of mangled spider flesh. I'm pretty sure I have one. Yeah, there we go. Then also 1 diamond and an emerald. Getting that should be quite easy from this guy. Then just the amethyst and then crystal. I've still got 3 amethyst shards here. And while I'm doing this, I can quickly combine these 2 shovels since I do have the XP needed for that. And I'm going to use it to quickly get the 7 pieces of glass I need for the end crystal. I also have 2 more ghast tears, which means I only have to make this eye of ender. And using all of this, I can make the end crystal. So that should be everything I need for the Bane of Darkness. There we go. And now theoretically, I should be able to spawn the scorpoid bloodluster. I'll just light this soul sand. And yep, okay, it's being summoned. I think I'll gap up quickly as well. Oh my goodness. Oh, why is it flying? Okay, I just need to get a few hits. Oh my goodness. What the? I think I just one-tapped that thing. Okay. I know I have the bosses on easy mode, but that guy is one-tap to this sword? I guess I did get a crit, but okay. Well, that was a lot easier than expected. And he dropped a fire opal, and I can use this to craft even more powerful items. But I want to use it to craft some infernal shards, because I can use these to craft some really cool armor. What I have to do is smelt 1 infernal shard to turn it into an infernal ingot. And then in the smithing table, I can combine that with some netherite armor and get infernal armor. So to make these infernal shards, I'm gonna need 2 netherite ingots, 1 scorch glands, 1 abyssal crystal, and 1 fire opal. That's gonna give me 2 infernal shards, and each of those can be smelted into 1 infernal ingot. So that means I'm just gonna need to make this 2 times. So I'm gonna have to kill a second scorpoid bloodluster and 2 more spider moths. And that means I'm gonna have to get a bunch more fermented spider eyes and 2 more venomous appendages. So as it starts to turn dark now, I'll kill a bunch of spiders for some more spider eyes and fermented ones. Now all of these spider eyes should be enough. I'm just gonna need some more sugarcane to make the sugar. And I think for that, I'm gonna go flying around a bit because this farm right here is really not fast enough. 52 more pieces should be enough. I'll use half of them to expand the farm over there, and the rest can be used for sugar and paper. So now I just need a few more brown mushrooms and also the venomous appendages. And once I got this guy, that should be the last one I need. So I can just quickly get a few more brown mushrooms. Now using all of this, I can make the last blocks of mangled scorpion flesh and spider flesh. And I'll start by taking out these spider moths. And then the scorpoid bloodlusters. And I realized I only needed to kill 1 of those, so I actually have everything I need now already. So now I'm just gonna need 4 more netherite ingots and 2 of these scorch charges, and I'll start by trying to get that. So I'm gonna need 16 burning glands and 2 magma cream. I already have 5 burning glands, but I don't think I have any magma cream, but that shouldn't be too difficult to get. I'll start by trying to get the burning glands, and the way I got them before was by killing some ants, but I don't know where I found them. They were just randomly walking around. But I know you could find ant hills in this mod pack, and I think that's gonna be the best way to farm those. So I'm gonna start searching for one, and since we're at this dark forest anyways, I think you can get brown mushrooms from these. Okay, yeah, I have to break them with my hand, or maybe the pickaxe will work, I'm not sure, but at least I'll be able to get a few of those from here, and then I can use those to craft more fermented spider eyes later. Oh my goodness, I just fell down some random hole, and I actually think this is an anthill. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is the anthill. Okay, I was not paying attention at all. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to actually enter this, but I think that's an ant right there. Okay, there's actually 2 already, and I should be able to take those out. Okay, there we go, and that's already 2 more burning glands. I'm guessing more of these will spawn over time, and I'm also gonna look out for creepers because I kind of want to have some more rockets. I think I just saw a few more ants leave. Okay, yep, there's a bunch more. So I've already got 10 burning glands. I think I'm gonna need 18 in total. Okay, this one's flying, that's interesting, but it didn't drop anything. And I think the way this works is these blocks here are ant nests, and every once in a while 1 ant variant appears outside of it, and the block then turns into normal dirt. So once all of these ant nests have turned into dirt, I can't get any more ants. So yeah, I think that's how it works, but there should still be plenty to get all the glands I need. I've got 23 burning glands now, and I'm kind of getting tired of waiting. I have enough anyway, so I think I'm just gonna head back. And now I just need the magma cream and netherite. So for that, I'll head over to the nether. The magma cream should be quite easy to get from this basalt delta. I can already see a few magma cubes over there. And that's already 4 pieces. I won't need any more than that for the moment. So now I'll just focus on getting as much netherite as I can. So for the infernal ingots alone, I'm gonna need 4 netherite ingots. But for the actual infernal armor, I'm also gonna need netherite armor, which means I'm gonna need another 3 ingots. And that's gonna come down to 28 pieces of ancient debris. So I'm just gonna do some strip mining here while level 15. Now I can let all of this ancient debris smelt, and in the meantime I'll craft myself the 2 scorch charges I need, and then I'm really only missing the netherite ingots. And I also need to remember to duplicate some of these smithic templates, because I'm going to need to use 3 of them, and I want to have at least 1 spare. So with that, I should have enough. I'll keep the spare one in there. Now with all of the netherite scraps finished smelting, I could turn all of those into netherite ingots, and then I can make my first infernal shards. Okay, that's all 4. Those can then smelt in the furnace and they will be turned into infernal ingots. And as you can see, they're taking quite a while to smelt. So while I wait for that, I'll turn my other pieces of diamond armor into netherite. Or maybe I'll quickly wait for this to finish. Okay, there we go. Then I can take that. And I'm gonna quickly check if I combine this. Will it remove the enchants? Okay, it won't. That's really good. Just wanted to double check that. So then I can turn the rest of my armor into netherite. And now I'm just going to wait for all 4 ingots to finish smelting. Then I can take these out and turn all of my armor into infernal gear. Okay, that's the last piece. And now I can put all of it on. Okay, that looks pretty sick. And I have permanent strength, fire resistance, and speed. I did not even know about that perk. Okay, that is insane. And what does it say? Set bonuses. The more armor pieces, the more fire resistance and knockback / damage dealt to attackers, and complete immunity to weak attacks. Sounds insane, but I have no idea what belongs under the category of weak attacks, but I guess I'll see that at some point. But this is insane. Oh my goodness. Well, now that I have this, I think I'm gonna work on just getting even stronger and maybe even start building a base, because at the moment I'm just camping by these chests, and yeah, having a proper base would definitely be something nice. So I'm gonna get to work with that right away. To build the base, I started off by gathering all the materials I needed and then got straight into designing. I wanted the base to be simple but have all the essentials, and this is what I ended up with. I just finished building the base and I think it looks pretty nice. I'm still not sure what I should do with these little compartments here, but I guess I can just leave them how they are for now. I also brought all of the items from the chest there into the house, and everything has already been sorted away like this. And up these stairs we also have a small carrot farm, just in case I want to make myself some golden carrots later. As you can see, the sugarcane farm is also doing well now. The main thing I'm lacking for the rockets is gunpowder. At the moment I want to spend a bit more time looking at what tools I can make. I think at the moment I want to try and make myself this staff of vitality, because it's going to be really useful to regenerate quickly, as you can see by the description. By right clicking I can heal myself, and holding it gives me passive regeneration. The recipe for that is gonna be 1 fire opal, 1 mantle of vitality, and a lightning rod. So all of that isn't that bad to get. I might even be able to make the mantle of vitality straight away, but it looks like I still do need some spider eyes, and since it's nighttime I can easily get that. Okay, that was actually all I needed. So I can make the 9 fermented spider eyes, turn that into a block of mangled spider flesh, and get myself 4 of these. Then if I combine all of this, that will give me the mantle of vitality. And now all I need is the lightning rod and fire opal. So yeah, to get the fire opal I just need to beat another scorpoid bloodluster, and doing that is not too difficult. I'll quickly take on one of those right here. Okay, there we go. And then finally I just need 3 pieces of copper, and we already have some right here. I probably also forgot to mention this before, but this armor actually has a lot more buffs than I thought. For example, the helmet gives me immunity to weakness and slowness, the chest plate gives me strength and unlimited respiration in any liquid, the leggings give me speed, and the boots give me immunity to full damage. And if I crouch while falling, I also get the slow falling effect. So the armor set is a lot better than I expected. But anyways, I can quickly smelt all of this copper, then I'll use it to make 1 lightning rod, and then by combining all of these items I can make myself the staff of vitality. So now technically if I would take a lot of damage I could regenerate really quickly. So right click to heal rapidly. Yeah, I didn't have to regenerate anything, but at least now I'll be a lot safer with this. At this point I feel like I'm strong enough to go back to the crawling castle and try and enter the crawling dimension. But before I do that I'm gonna have to get 4 scorch charges, and that means I'm gonna need a total of 32 burning glands. So I'm gonna try and locate another anthill. I think we've got an anthill right here. So like last time, I'm just going to spend a little while here and get as many burning glands as possible. Once I've killed this guy here, I should have everything I need. Now, actually, before I go back to the base, I'm going to go to the Nether, since I still need a bit of magma cream to make the scorching glands. And I just need to find a basalt delta. Oh, okay, what was that? Oh, that's the mini boss I was speaking about before. Okay, I should be able to take him out, to be honest. Okay, there we go. That wasn't as bad as I thought. And it dropped an abyssal crystal shard. I don't think I'm really going to need that, but I guess I'll take it. And what on earth is that? Some sort of ghast statue. What? Who came up with this? Is there anything even inside here? Okay, nope. Wait, there's a skulk center inside here? Okay. That's interesting. But anyways, I'm just gonna try and fly over there, and then I can kill these magma cubes for magma cream. This guy here should be the last one. Okay, I did not pick that up. Hopefully this guy drops. Okay, there we go. And I won't need any more than that. I already have 2 pieces back at the base, so I'm gonna go back to the Nether portal. I can quickly get the other piece of magma cream here, and then using the burning glands, I can make all 4 scorch charges I need to enter the crawling dimension. I don't really think I need to do much more preparation. I might quickly trade with this guy for a few more apples, but I think that's all I need. Those can then be turned into golden apples, and then I'll start following the crawling compass again. Now I'm just gonna have to try and find a safe way to enter this place, and I might be able to enter by breaking this crying obsidian. Okay, never mind, that's not gonna work. Okay, but here we do have an entrance. Now to actually enter, I'm gonna have to light all 4 of these things there with the scorch charges, and then have to right click this holding an abyssal crystal, which I just realized I forgot. So I'm gonna quickly go back and grab that. I'll just make another block of mangled spider flesh, and then summon the spider moth. Okay, there we go. I'll take that back to the portal. Now I can enter back through this tunnel I made, and then I just have to make sure I don't touch these crawling barriers. Now I can take these scorch charges and light each of these blocks with it. Okay, that is some very interesting looking fire. Now this should be the last one. The final thing I need to do now is right click this holding the abyssal crystal. And now the portal has opened. I think I'm just gonna try entering it now. Oh, okay, and we're in. Oh my goodness, okay. This place looks interesting. So much of the floor is covered with these barriers, and if I step on them, I'm gonna take a ton of damage. And basically this dimension is divided into 4 layers, I think, and they're all divided by these crawling barriers. The only way to get from one layer to another is by finding these dungeons, and I think I can also locate those using this compass. And as you can see, it says if you scan in the crawling dimension, it locates a dungeon to access the next layer down. But I think before I do that, I'm just gonna do a bit of exploring here and see what I can find. I think the top layer is the safest one. Oh, okay, and what is that? No idea, but it didn't drop anything. Okay, what is that? I think that's a termite. It's not doing that much damage, but it's doing a bit. Okay, this place actually looks really cool with that lighting. And right down there, you can see that huge entity, which is the tormentor, the final boss of this mod. It can't actually attack you, but it's still kind of weird seeing it there. And now I think I'm just gonna try and go down to the next level. So I'm gonna follow the compass again. I think this right here is a portal to leave this dimension. And there's 3 different variations. One that leads you to the overworld, one to the Nether, and the other to the end. And this right here is one to the Nether, since it has the netherrack blocks. Oh, okay, wait, we just reached layer 2. But yeah, as I was saying, you can only find these on the highest layer, I think. I think I've accidentally came across a mini boss, because this guy is not moving like a normal spider. And yep, that was a spider snatcher. Okay, at first I wasn't sure if it was a normal spider because it kind of looked like one, but then it started moving really weird and then I knew it wasn't. But anyways, I think I'm quite close to the dungeon now. For me, the main problem with this dimension is just navigating it, because you have to really make sure you avoid those barrier blocks. And yeah, it's just kind of annoying, but the compass is pointing in this direction, and theoretically it should be right here actually, but I can't see anything. Okay, so I did a bit of testing and I'm pretty sure that the compass isn't working properly, so I've had to try and locate one of these dungeons in creative, and I have found it now. It is right over there. Okay, what was that? Breathless. Okay. I think that effect means I can't sprint for longer than 10 blocks, and then like my character has to regain its stamina. So yeah, that is not ideal if I want to run away, but hopefully I won't have to. Now I just have to try and find an entrance to this thing, and I think we have one right here on the side. And now there's going to be a bunch of different spawners. Okay. And I think I'm just going to try and break all of those. Okay, that should be all on this level, but this definitely is not the last floor. I'm pretty sure it gets more and more dangerous the further down I go, so I might have to start watching out. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a mini boss spawner. Are you kidding me? Let me destroy that. Oh, and he's actually doing a bit of damage. Okay, let me activate the staff. Doesn't really seem to be doing anything. Okay, let me just destroy that. And okay, these floors are gonna get very, very difficult. What do we have down here? Okay, another one. I just need to destroy these as fast as I can. Okay, that should be all of them. And what do we have here? Some bug repellent, burning glands, and chitin boots. Okay. And here we don't really have anything good. I guess I can put all of this in my shulker box. And then I'm hoping, yeah, okay, I think this is the last floor. There we go. And then with that, I think my goal is just going to be to try and get to the next lowest floor. What on earth is that over there, actually? Is that some sort of city? I have no idea. But there's a ton of structures. This looks very weird. And I'm getting a bit too low for comfort here. Oh my goodness. Okay, that thing dealt serious damage. What the heck? I think I'm going to try to just jump down on whatever this is. And that does not look good. We've got some sort of antennas peeking out, and then this guy. Okay. Oh my. The damage is crazy. Okay, this does not look good at all. There's a ton of these things. Oh no. What is that? Okay, okay. I think that is a mini boss. Maybe even both of them. Okay, this is not good. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness, bro. Can you just get away? Okay, I dropped a fire opal shard. And let me see. What happens if I break this? Can I take him out from here? That would be very, very relieving. Okay, this thing is definitely quite tanky. What is this thing? Oh my goodness. How is it tanking so many of these hits? I'm not sure if it's safe to drop down, but why not try? And what do we have here? A prowler parachute. Okay, that might actually be useful. And I don't think I really need the rest. Oh my. What is that? Another fat spider. Oh my goodness, that thing is... what the... How is it hitting me through there? Oh my goodness, that thing is gigantic. At least I can hit it. What on earth is that? Oh my freaking lord. What is this? Hopefully I can just take it out like this without much problem. Because I do not really want to face this in the open. Okay, did I get it? Wait, it dropped something. What is that? Heavy chitin drops from the Arthropod abomination. Okay, I guess that's why I just killed. This place is starting to get a bit too dangerous, I think. Oh, okay, there's another one of those. I do not really want to take those guys on anymore. But I guess we'll have a quick look in one more of these structures here. But after that, I'm going to try and go to level 3. Anyone there? Oh yeah, there's something. Well, at the moment, it doesn't seem like there's anything too bad. Just a bunch of these tiny spiders. And then these hornets. Okay. I guess I might have to build up one more level. Okay, this is probably it. Oh, yep. There's another mini boss. It's kind of dumb. He can't see me though. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I got it. It's gonna be aggro at me now. Okay, let's try and take him out. Hopefully it's not too difficult. It kind of looks like it's sort of stuck in the wall there. Okay, now it's out. Now it's out. So I might have to watch out a bit here. Oh, it's doing a bit of damage now. Oh my. I need a gap. Okay, there we go, nice. And inside here, we've just got a bunch of, I don't know, random items. I guess I'll take these leggings. Well, as I said now, I'm gonna try and locate the next dungeon. This right here should be the structure. And, okay, I've reached layer 3 apparently. And, okay, I've got mining fatigue. I can't just mine in here. I'm gonna have to find an entrance again. Okay, can these guys please stop? Come on, bro. And I've got to say, the terrain generation in this dimension is probably the most cursed thing I've ever seen. You just can't tell what is what. And I feel like that right there was an entrance. Oh, nah. Hell no, bro. Not another one of those guys. Why am I actually getting owned by these small spiders right now? All of these particles are really starting to confuse me. Come on, guys. Just leave me alone. Something there is actually doing damage to me. And yeah, I'm probably gonna have to gap here. Okay, I might be able to get in here though. Oh my goodness, that was laggy. Let me destroy these spawners. And to be honest, I might have to turn my shaders off in here, because otherwise I am not surviving at all. Okay, I think there's just this spawner and then I'm done. Oh my goodness, how many of these guys are there? Okay, bro, what do I even do? Okay, I think I slightly underestimated these dungeons. Okay, please say we at least have something good in there. Okay, bro, that is the worst thing I've ever seen. And I'm taking proper damage now. What the? Okay, to be honest, it might be from those mini bosses down there. Okay, you know what? Let me just jump in. Maybe that was a bad idea. Oh no. How many of these dudes are there? Oh my goodness, the damage is actually kind of bad right now. Okay, you know what? I think I'm just gonna have to try and leave this place. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me put the on ledge. Oh my goodness, bro. I cannot speak. What was that? Those structures are so freaking dangerous. I do not know why those structures are like that. And I think this is a mini boss again. I do not want to know what the dungeon to the next layer looks like. And what is that? Is that a mantis? What is this place? I'm gonna try and see if I can take this thing out. I think I may have aggroed it. It's just kind of stuck. So maybe if I move along here. Oh yeah, it sees me. That guy is not happy. Oh no. What is that, bro? Ain't no way. We got two massive things on me. Okay, at least I got that guy down. What? Okay, there's a bunch of these little guys on me, and then this guy. Okay. Let me just take them out, please. Please don't die. Okay, I need a gap. I only have one left now. Oh no. Oh my goodness, I had to log off there and relog because otherwise I would have died 100%. Oh my goodness, he's still following me. Okay, maybe the stuff vitality will help a bit. I have no chance with no gaps left. So to be honest, I just have to try and run. Okay, oh wait, I was just about to say I think I'm safe, but nope. Obviously there's a... I don't even know what that thing is called, bro. Can they just leave? I am not facing off against those things with some bread. Well, I think my best shot is just to try and get back to the overworld. So I'm gonna get to work doing that. I'm back at the highest level of the crawling dimension. So now I just have to search for one of those portals to head back. Okay, we have one right over there actually. And I think I just saw some end portal frames. So that one's gonna lead to the end, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be to the end island or the main end island, because that kind of would make a difference. But I think I'm gonna enter through that either way, because even if it does send me to the outer islands, I can just find a gateway. And then I think I just have to head through. Okay, and we're on the main end island. That's perfect. That means I'm just gonna head back through this portal. And where do I spawn actually? Okay, it's back in the base. So now I know the crawling dimension is way too dangerous for me at the moment, even with all of this OP gear. So now I'll quickly sort out all these items I got, and then I'll try and craft some things with the items I got. First of all, I want to make a bow using this giant spinneret, and for that I also need a necrotic fang and a bow. I already have all the materials I need for that. So now with this I have a bow with infinite durability and infinite arrows. It also gives the target the necrosis effect, webbed, and fire, but I think that only happens if it's fully charged. Okay, so as you see, if it's not fully charged, it just shoots these weird arrows there. But if I charge it up and it turns red, as you can see there, the tip of the arrow just turned red, the arrow will also be on fire. I guess I can quickly test that out on this pig. Okay, yep, he's got no chance. So with that, I finally have a good long-range weapon. I know the Bristle Blade has like this ability there, but it isn't really that effective. Now, I should probably also make myself some more golden apples, since I used up every single one of them in the crawling dimension. So I'll quickly get some more wood to trade with villagers. Using some sticks, I can then trade for emeralds, and then I can use all of those to buy apples. 60 is definitely going to be more than enough. I'll use the rest of the gold I have to turn those into golden apples, and that's going to be 21. That's a good start for now, but I'll probably need to get even more later. I also want to quickly check out what this Prowler parachute does, because in the description it says a silken web parachute providing slow falling when held. Right click for an upwards boost. So let's see. Oh my goodness, okay, that works. I can't really use it to fly properly though, but I can definitely see how this would be useful in the crawling dimension, since this would probably make navigating that weird terrain a bit easier. This was a while back, but I also got this golden scarab that can then be used to either make an entropy matrix or a sealed golden scarab. I think making the entropy matrix would have more uses, since that can be crafted into some even more powerful items. For example, this oblivion ray, which kind of looks OP. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that I have that. I might use it later. Now, my next goal is going to be to defeat the final semi-major boss. I think the only major boss is the tormentor for now, but as I said, I think the last semi-major boss is the draconic void lasher. So there's 3 in total: the spine moth, the scorpoid bloodluster, and the draconic void lasher. And then once I've defeated this, I've beaten all of them at least once, and I think I'm gonna do that right now over in the field here. I just realized I need a different summoning block, not the scorpion flesh one. I think I need a block of mangled fly flesh, and I thought I had one. Okay, there it is right there. So I can quickly build up the summoning structure, and then I can try summoning this guy in. Okay, it's doing something again. Oh my goodness. Okay, there it is. What is this black ring it has around it? Okay, and I just teleported. That is a new mechanic. The other guys were not able to do that. Okay, I need to land hit. Oh my goodness, how did they do that? It's gone again. What are these mechanics? This thing is definitely the strongest of the bosses, and I don't think these projectiles are doing any damage. I'm guessing it only takes damage from melee hits. Wait, what? Did it just duplicate itself? Oh no. Oh my god. Okay, there we go, there we go. Nice, nice, nice. What is it doing? It's dead. Why is it still flinging me around? Well, I just got a chat message and I got that. But wait, let me read that real quick. The ultimate terror arrives from a dimension beyond. Beware the tormentor. Please don't say he's spawning now. I think there's only a small chance that he actually spawns from defeating all the 3 bosses, but it is still possible. And if that would be the case, I would be done for. I'll quickly double check by putting up my render distance, but I think I'm safe at the moment. The only way I could really defeat it at the moment would be to seal it into the crawling dimension, and that would mean I didn't really beat it. I just kind of locked it away somewhere else, but I don't think I have to worry about that at the moment. And now I have this void geode. I can use it to craft a bunch of good weapons, and I think the one I want to make at the moment is this vengeful void seeker. The abilities are I can right click, lock onto a target and then fire projectiles, and by crouching I can fire a manually controlled projectile. Okay, that sounds kind of good, but to craft this vengeful void seeker I first need a formic fire blaster. Okay, the recipe for that is gonna be this, so it isn't actually that bad. As you saw, it needs 2 chitin, 2 blaze rods, and 2 scorch charges. The final component is then gonna be 1 netherite ingot, so I think I'm gonna work on getting all of that, but I'm gonna spend this night trying to farm some gunpowder, which I can use to fly around the nether later then. 1 night of farming and I'm at 49 pieces of gunpowder. I'll turn all of that into rockets, and now I can head over to the nether to get the netherite ingot and the blaze rods. The nether fortress is right over here, so I just have to find a spawner. And did I break it last time? This is the spawner I went to at the very start of the video. I'm gonna get a few more blaze rods here just in case I need them later as well. Okay, 16 should be enough. Now for the netherite ingot, I'm gonna try and find a treasure bastion, since then I can also grab some more gold to make more golden apples later. And we have some sort of custom nether structure here with a bastion right next to it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I guess I can just loot both of them then. And what do we have? Some armor trims, a lodestone, I guess I can take that. And I'm just gonna try and loot this entire place then. I'm also gonna take all of these gold blocks I can find. Okay, here we have a piece of ancient debris and a netherite smithing template. I'll be taking both of those, and I guess I can take the gold ingots as well. And I think that's the entire structure. The other bastion was somewhere over here. Okay, not this thing. That is something completely different. Okay, but this thing right here is the treasure bastion, so I'll also loot this. I'll just drop down right into the center, and since I have permanent fire resistance, it should be quite easy. Then I can easily grab all the gold blocks, and then let's hope we have another ingot in here. Okay, a scrap, that's already a good start. And okay, we don't. Never mind, that's not that bad. We do still have another chest over here, and okay, we got another piece of ancient debris, so that means I have 3 pieces now. I would just need 1 more. Maybe I'll get lucky and find that piece in this chest. Okay, yep, it does not have it, but that doesn't matter. I can just head back to my nether portal, and then I'll quickly find a place to do some strip mining. Right here should be fine. Then I just need to find 1 piece of ancient debris. I nearly mistook this for quartz, but there we go. That's already all I need. With that, I can go back to my base and get this smelting in a furnace. Now I can make the netherite ingot, and I just need the 2 scorch charges now. That means I'm going back to an anthill and do some more farming. I haven't killed every single possible ant I could, but 24 is already more than enough. So I'll take all of this back. Then I can make the 2 scorch charges I need. And finally, I just have to put everything together to make the formic blaster. I can then combine that with the void geode and craft the vengeful void seeker. And I'm gonna test this out straight away. Hold right mouse button to lock onto target and fire. Okay. Oh, okay. Yep, it's working. And then crouch for zoom. Okay, I don't see the zoom aspect, but at least I know that I can actually guide the projectile, because as you can see, if I move my cursor, it also moves the projectile. But to be honest, I think that just makes things way too complicated. This sheep right here can be my test subject. And okay, yep, he's dead. Let's try this on a pig as well. Okay, yeah, they're just one tap. I'm not even sure what that projectile is that's been shot out of that, but I do know it's pretty powerful. Now at this point, we're slowly starting to near the end of the 100 days, and my goal is still to defeat the tormentor and maybe even go back to the crawling dimension and take on some of the bosses from the lower levels. But first of all, taking on the tormentor is gonna be a lot more difficult than any boss I've beaten before, and to even stand a chance, I'm gonna need extremely powerful weapons. I think the best one I can get is this Abyss Ascendant. It has 30 attack damage and gives you flight. Also, if it's dual wielded, you have unlimited flight and the attacks are stronger. So with that, I think the best preparation for the tormentor is getting 2 of these, because then I can dual wield them and I should be pretty much unstoppable at that point. But the recipe for it is really expensive, but with some time I should be able to get all the items needed. And obviously I'm also gonna have to get everything doubled since I want 2 of these. So I'll start by trying to get 2 umbral ingots, and to get that I'm gonna have to smelt umbral shards in a furnace, which I can craft with 2 nether ingots, 1 chitin, 1 fire opal, and lastly a void geode. So I'm gonna get to work trying to acquire all those items. I should already have some chitin here in this chest. Then for the fire opal, I'll just have to take out another scorpoid bloodluster. That should not be too difficult. I've done it a few times now. He can spawn in right here. Maybe I can test out this weapon as well. Is it even doing anything? No, it's not. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, at least the sword is clutching up. I can just grab the fire opal, and then I'm also gonna have to take out another draconic void lasher. So I'm gonna have to farm some fly appendages because I do not have any other blocks of mangled fly flesh. I feel like the best way to get the fly appendages is just gonna be to find some of those weird fly thingies in the nether. That thing right there is what I mean. And as you just saw, it dropped a fly appendage, and I'm gonna start the long and painful process of farming those. Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna like this at all. That took a little bit, but I have all the appendages I need. Those can be crafted into 1 block of mangled fly flesh, so I can spawn my second draconic void lasher, and hopefully this will go a bit smoother than the last fight, because before I could barely hit him at all. Okay, I got it. Now I need to do a bit more ancient debris mining. All the ancient debris can be smelted in these furnaces. Then I can make 4 more ingots. And I actually only need 2 for the umbral ingots I need. But later on I'm also going to need some more for these netherite swords for the abyssal blades. So I thought I might as well already get some extra. Now I should have everything I need to make the umbral shards, so I can let those smelt in the furnace. With both of these I already have one of the main components I need to make the abyss ascendant. I'll store them inside this chest. And next up I'm going to work on getting 4 ascendant staffs. For that I'm going to have to take out 4 more scorpoid bloodlusters. And then I also need 8 enrods, which I can easily get by going to the end islands again. But I'm gonna start by trying to get all the mangled spider flesh blocks I need. So it's time to do some more scorpion hunting. And while I'm here, I'm also gonna kill a few ghasts, since I'll need the ghast tears later for something else. Once I've taken this guy out, I've got all the venomous appendages I need. I can already turn all of those into the blocks. I didn't even notice this. What did I get? A soul star. Well, maybe I'll find a use for that later. But at the moment, I'm gonna try getting all of those fire opals I need. So I'll quickly take out all the bosses I need to for that. Okay, that should be the last one. Now I just need all of the end rods, so I'll try and relocate the stronghold. Okay, the eye is pointing back again, so it should be somewhere down there. And yeah, I also recognize the Dark Oak Forest from last time. This is actually already the stronghold. So I just have to quickly try and locate the portal room again. Oh, okay, we have the portal room here though. I'll also quickly drop out all the junk items I have, and then just enter. Now I can head back over to this end gateway and then pearl through. My only goal now is to find one end city, and okay, maybe I don't even need an end city. This structure also has end rods, and I'm just gonna grab myself 8 of these. Okay, that's the last one, but I'm also gonna kill a few endermen so that I have a few extra pearls. 13 is already gonna be more than enough. Now I'm just gonna try and remember where that end gateway was. I think it was over here somewhere. Okay, there is one here. So I'll go back to the base, and then I can craft myself all 4 of the ascendant staffs I need. Those can also go in these chests. And then with that finished, I'll try and get the abyssal blades. I think I'm only gonna need to make 3 new ones though, since I already have one. And I'll start with these Bane of Darknesses. For those, I'm gonna need 3 emeralds, also 3 amethyst shards, but I only have 2 left. Then also some end crystals. I should already have everything I need for those, since I got the few extra ghast tears before. The only thing I'm missing is one amethyst shard. And by doing some searching in this ocean, I should be able to find one. I think I can see a geode down there. Okay, this is definitely one. So I can grab a few of these. Okay, please say at least one of these drop. Okay, maybe there aren't any fully grown amethysts. I guess that means I'm gonna have to find a different one. Now I have everything I need to make the Bane of Darknesses, and then next I'm gonna get these Mantles of Vitality. There we go. I nearly have all the items now to make the Abyssal Blade. I just need to get 2 more Abyssal Crystals and the Netherite Swords. And for the crystals, I'll just take out 2 more Spider Moths. Okay, well that fight was a bit closer than I expected, but at least I have all the crystals. Then I just need to get 3 more pieces of ancient debris to make the last netherite ingot for the swords. This is going to be the last vein I need. With the netherite smelted up, I can make myself the last netherite ingot, and then with 3 diamond swords, I can make myself the netherite swords I need, and that means I can finally make the 3 abyssal swords I need. That's 2, and the last one. I'll store them in here, and I'll keep 1 for myself just in case I need to do some more fighting, which I'll have to do anyways right now since I need to get myself some more burning glands. I need to craft a total of 8 scorch charges, and then once I have that, I can finally craft the 2 abyss ascendants. But before I do that, I'm gonna have to get myself 1 entire stack of burning glands, and that's definitely gonna take a while. I think on average so far I've gotten roughly 20 to 30 pieces of burning glands per ant nest. And while I search for those, I'm also going to try and find a village. We actually already have one right here, that's good, because I'm starting to run low on food, and grabbing some hay bales would be very useful. But with that, I'll just carry on searching for some more ant nests, and then farm these guys for the last time. Okay, now with a stack of burning glands, I'm going to head back to the base. And I'll also take all of these hay bales while I'm on the way. Now I'll just need 8 magma cream, and I think that's everything I need to make the scorch charges. Then I'll place my abyssal sword in here as well. And with that, I have everything I need to make the abyss ascendants. I'll start by crafting the first one. There we go. And the second one. Okay, these things should be absolutely overpowered. And oh my, okay, I double jumped and I have like a hovering effect now. Oh my goodness. What is this? And how do the attacks work? Okay, so we've also got this projectile, like with the other sword. And I think if I dual wield it, it's going to be even more OP. And as you can see, when I left click, it attacks with both weapons automatically. And in the achievement, it says that once I kill the tormentor, I acquire the ability of flight. Since, as you can see at the moment, it's just kind of a low hover. But once I kill the tormentor, I'm gonna have pretty much creative mode in survival. And I think before I actually go and try and take on the tormentor... Oh, wait a second, what is this? Why did I fly? Wait, what was that? Okay, I think that was just a bug, but what the heck? Okay, every time I let go of both weapons, that happens. That is insane. What the... Oh my goodness, I could just fly. Well, anyways, since it's nighttime, I'm gonna test out these weapons on a few mobs. I thought I just saw a spider nest, but I think I lost it. What about that guy? Okay, what? He's one shot. That is insane. And we've got one of these small guys here. Oh my, wait, what? Oh, okay, I think he sends the projectiles back. What about the zombies? Okay, they're one shot. This thing is OP. What about if I get maybe close combat? Okay, he's one shot. And what about this guy? Okay, he can tank 3 shots. I think if I use this weapon in close range, so not with a projectile, it does a lot more damage. And yeah, I hope this thing is gonna be helpful against the tormentor. Now, the final preparation I want to make is to get some more golden apples, because to summon the tormentor, I'm gonna have to go back to the crawling dimension. And surviving there, even with these weapons, is gonna be difficult without the right food. And I already have the apples I need. Yeah, I think that should be enough. Maybe I can do some more trading, but the main thing I'm missing is the gold. And for that, I'm gonna head back to the Nether and loot another treasure bastion. So I'm gonna go and search for one of those. Okay, I think we've got one here. I'm not sure if I've been to this one already though, but I can't see the gold blocks at the bridge, so I think I've already been there. Here's another one. I'm not sure if this is a treasure bastion, but I guess I can just check. Okay, this already looks kind of weird. I cannot break those blocks, and I have the feeling this is some sort of custom structure. There's also some sort of weird particles coming from this area here. I guess I could... Oh my goodness. Hello? Okay, what is that? Nether Gauntlet. I think this is a custom boss. But oh my goodness, I'm destroying it with this weapon. Oh my, what the? What is it doing? I think its weak spot is the eye, but what? Where did this guy come from? Okay, we've already got a decent amount of damage done. Okay, and it blinded me. That's interesting. Oh wait, okay, that was some good hits. Okay, it's one more hit, and then we've got it. And was that it? Okay, yes, there we go. And it dropped some sort of chest here. Wait, there's also a bunch of ancient debris around it. And we got a blazing eye. What can I use that for? Oh, okay, I can use this to make a table of elevation or a blast amplifier. If I would have more time, I would definitely try and put those to use. But at the moment, I really have to just try and get these gold blocks because I want to beat the tormentor before day 100. We have a bastion over here, but it isn't treasure. I'm still going to try and loot it though, since I think this one also has gold blocks. Yeah, they're right over there. I'll be grabbing all of those. And I think if I can find one more bastion, I'll head back to the overworld. We've also got some chests here, which I can check. Okay, some more food. I'll definitely take that. That didn't take too long, and we have another one. This could be treasure, actually. Okay, yes, it is. Perfect. We've got the bridge here, and it still has the gold blocks. With those, I'll drop down to the center again and take out the brutes. Then I can take the gold blocks and loot these chests. What do we have? Some more gold blocks. Some netherite scrap, so I'll be taking that. And I think I have everything I need. And I only just realized this, but I can use the abyss ascendant to fly around the nether as well. It's a tiny bit unreliable, but using some rockets every once in a while should fix that. Now, once I'm back in the overworld, I can use all of my gold to make golden apples, and I still have 28 blocks left. So I'll quickly get some more emeralds to buy more apples. Okay, that's gonna be another stack. And then I can make 31 more golden apples. So I have over an entire stack of golden apples. Okay, this is insane. I feel like I should be ready to go back to the crawling dimension now and try to summon the tormentor. And to do that, I'm gonna have to find a quartz altar on the lowest level of the crawling dimension. And then I'll have to throw an abyssal crystal inside of that altar. And to get the abyssal crystal, I'll have to kill a spider moth for the final time. So I'll just wait for it to turn nighttime so I can get the final spider eyes. I'll also get some more gunpowder while I'm at it. And then I can make the block of mangled spider flesh so I can summon in the spider moth. Oh, there we go, nice. And with that, I should have everything I need to head to the crawling dimension. I'll just enter through this portal again, and then try and make my way back to the lowest floor. And flying around with the dual-wielded abyssal ascendants is making navigating this area a lot easier. Here we have our first dungeon to floor 2. And I have the feeling I'm gonna have to turn off shaders here again. Otherwise, things are gonna get a bit too laggy. Getting through here should not be a problem, especially not with these weapons here. Okay, they actually still do damage though. Oh my, okay. I'm still gonna have to be careful, but I think we're already on the second floor now. Over here we have our second dungeon. Oh, I remember this guy. Oh no, I cannot even see him. That is not ideal. Maybe I can still take him out if I gap enough. Okay, yeah, I just really can't see anything. Oh my. And the damage is kind of stacking up. Oh my. Wait, did I get it? I think I got the big thing. I need to place a torch. I cannot see anything. Okay, we've just got a bunch of those little guys. I just need to try and get to an entrance, but somehow I can't find one. It looks like the entrance generated underneath the barriers, so I won't be able to get inside that structure. I found another one of these structures, and it looks like we have the same problem here though. So I could either try and just break one of these blocks, but I do have mining fatigue 3, which means it's gonna take a while. But I feel like that's my only option, so I'll do that. Okay, so I've gotten one block, but there's a second layer, so I'm gonna have to mine through that as well. Oh, okay, and I'm in. We do have bosses here though. Yeah, they're doing damage. Oh my. Okay, I think I remember this situation from last time. I'm just gonna have to try and find an exit. I think that's the only way I can survive this. Wait. We've got something here. Come on, please. Oh no. No. Okay, I don't think trying to kill them is gonna work. No, please, just give me an exit, Okay. At least I can block myself up here. And I think the big guys won't be able to get in here. So I should be able to just take them out. With an elytra, I should be able to get through the gap here. Okay, maybe not while holding that. But now maybe? Okay, there we go. Now I just have to make sure I don't die. Okay, we're out. And now I have to find the final dungeon. Then I'll be on the lowest floor and can find the altar. So once I found the final dungeon, all I really did was enter and run for my life because I knew there was no point in trying to take on the monsters there. Oh, okay, I think we have an altar finally. The tormentor beckons. What did it say? It slowly Okay, I could not read that. I'm just gonna throw the abyssal crystal inside and then see what happens. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm currently being targeted by some weird thing. Maybe I should try and fly away. But what did that chat message say? 10 minutes remaining until the tormentor rises. What? Oh my goodness, that's like no time at all. I need to get back to the overworld because I am not fighting this thing in here. Okay, I need to speed run that real quick. Okay, we only have 1 minute until the tormentor rises, so I'm gonna head through this end portal thing right here. And I have no idea where I'm at right now. But okay, yeah, we're on the end islands. I guess that isn't a terrible spawn, but being in the overworld would be a lot better. Okay, it can torment you when you're out in the open. Okay, and why did my screen turn gray? Okay, this is bad. I should probably turn up my render distance, and I think I need to find an end gateway. Otherwise, I think I'm just not surviving this. Oh my goodness, that is the tormentor. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. I need to find an end gateway. I'm not fighting that thing above the void. Is that thing following me? Why is that so fast? Okay, that is not good. I need to get out of here. Oh, wait, and I can fly because it's nearby. I forgot that. Wait, we have an end gateway right there. That's perfect, perfect, perfect. I just need to get through there, and that will hopefully make things slightly better. I think the tormentor can travel through dimensions, so I should be quick here. Oh, and I can see it right there. Okay, it's moving fast. Holy smokes, I need to get into the end portal. Okay, I just saw it. No. Let me get through here. What the hell is it right there? Oh my. Oh my. My game just crashed, but I'm back, and that guy is not looking good. Now, I think to actually take him on, I have to find some sort of weak spot he has, and it should glow red when I get close enough. Oh, okay, he despawned. That right there is the target or the weak spot of the tormentor, and I just need to shoot that. What the heck is that? Oh my goodness. That does not look good. What the? Okay, if I get hit by one of those things, I think I'm dead. But yeah, I think the only way I can do damage is by hitting that. What was that? Oh, what was that? I do not like this at all. I think we're doing some damage at the moment though. I just really have to make sure I dodge those things. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, there's something following me. What is that? No. Oh wait, I can hit them though. Okay, this is so risky. What are those things? And I don't think I can really get any distance from them. Oh no. What is that? What are these things? Are these like minions? And are those... Okay, there's meteorites now as well. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, that thing is fast as well. Okay, I think I'm probably gonna have to take those things out before I do anything else. And yeah, this might be difficult. I just need to make sure it doesn't get close, and then I'm hoping I'll be fine. Why is it all of a sudden so fast? Oh wait, no. Okay, I think 3 of them is gonna be a bit difficult to handle. I don't know if I should try and take them out first. And what, you feel yourself melting from the inside? Ow, escape. I can't.